Welcome to Cocktail Conversation. It's another one, baby.
Got us with a fancy setup.
I do have a fancy setup. I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited you're excited. Like, it was Christmas.
Yeah, it was. It really was. I was so excited to get this camera. I was even a little bit jealous that one of my friends. A little?
You were upset. I'm upset.
I was devastated. Actually, if I'm keeping it a buck, she was able to get her camera before me, and I recommended. It's like, go into the store, put your name on the pre-order list, but they're not gonna give it to you till Monday. Why I see her on a Friday and she done had the camera for 2 days?
She said they're not gonna give it to you.
To me,
but I got mine.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I had to make that happen for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Right on time. Hey, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Tell us what you're having.
I have the Just Peachy. Chamomile tea, peach puree, lemon, and ginger ale.
Dang, that sounds good. And it looks good. Okay. I don't like that reaction.
I don't like it either. We're gonna let that sit for a minute. We're gonna let this sit right there.
Okay. All right. I've got a Sazerac. As you folks know, I've had them before on the show. Just you haven't gotten to see it before, so that's a little bit different. Look at this little lemon garnish here. But we've got a rinse of absinthe. We have some Peychaud's bitters. We have some sort of rye in here. Maybe it's even Sazerac rye. That'd be beautiful.
No rock?
No, it doesn't have to. As long as it's in a chilled
glass. That's why I keep saying it. I'm like, it's missing something.
It looks like it's like not complete, but like you can do it on a big rock or not. Doesn't matter. Matters not. Tastes great to me. And you know what? It's not overly strong with that like licorice flavor that absinthe gives.
Like it says spritz or don't even do a rinse. I just need a little.
You can use like this little like, I think it's like an aerator thing or something like that where you can just.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
I don't like licorice.
Not black licorice.
So I don't like black. That's why I stay away from those. That's why I'm like, if I want some, I'm gonna get a paper plane. Give me one more week. I'm coming for that thing.
What, you want me to serve you one up as soon as we get home?
Absolutely. You know what you can do?
What?
Not even wait till we get home. I need because
make it. Yes.
Make it, put in your little thing.
You know. Yeah.
Right. That feels good to me.
I'll do that. I am such an avid cocktail enthusiast that I do have some things that I've got from Aged in Ore. Actually did a video for them. Go check out their page.
Nice.
But I have a travel kit that's like 375 milliliter travel bottle, travel decanter, and it's got like a nice little travel thermos kind of mug thing to go with it. It's really nice. And then I've got some, it's like a pouch that I got for my birthday one year from my niece.
I was going to say, shout out to the niece.
Shout out to Jayla.
That was a good gift.
It was a fantastic gift. I use it all the time so that I can travel with different pours. I've even made cocktails and like smoked old fashioned, put it in there, travel with it to a show, an event. I put a couple in my bra going to concerts so I don't have to pay, $20 for a cocktail or some concert. I just load that up under a titty and we good to go. You know what I mean?
Indeed. That was a K Trinata.
It was K Trinata that did that. I've done that at a couple, but K Trinata was very notable.
Yeah. And at the movies. Because we went to go see The Accountant too. It was great.
The Accountant 2 was good. There's still some things I don't quite understand, but it was good.
I don't have any children.
I don't have any kids. Why did you say that?
Maybe that was to alert them about the children.
I don't know.
Maybe we'll go see it again. I'm for that.
I wouldn't mind seeing it again, actually. It was a good film. And we also recently watched. Sorry, we also recently watched the first one.
Yeah. Was that on Netflix? I tried to recommend it to someone today, and I was like, I don't know.
No.
Google it.
That's that bougie coming out where you're like, I don't know what streaming service we watched it on. We have them all.
We do. Is that bougie or we just that's what we value as entertainment?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think a good show, a good movie at home, especially with our sound system,
Yeah.
in repair at the moment. But that's neither here nor there. How is your week? How was your weekend?
I'm trying to think like what did I do this weekend? So it was really hard to go to work today because I had yesterday off. And today was like the first day where it's like painfully like I don't want to go. I was very tired. This is also week 39 of pregnancy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll do it.
that'll do it. But so far the week is good. I always love a Monday because I don't have to go into an office. I get to be with my boo.
Your Monday is your Sunday.
Yes, and I like that. Ain't got to rush into nothing. I take me slow.
I love it. I saw a post this week on Instagram. It's like, start taking more Mondays off. Like some people like, they take the Friday off or whatever, middle of the week kind of thing, little mental health day. But I agree, a Monday off feels really good. I don't have them off with you, but when you're home, it feels like I do.
It does, because we'll both do a little work, then we go do our thing. So I enjoy it. Mondays now have been filled with doctor's appointments as well.
Yes, that is our doctor appointment day.
So I hope that yeah, we don't have to do that for a while. Let's go into labor tonight.
You know what? All right.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. I'm cool with that.
All right.
Because guess what? There's absolutely nothing that I have to travel to or go to.
They were asking that at work today. They were like, "Is your wife in town? You know, is she done traveling?" I was like, "She's done traveling. She's done traveling. She's nested.
Yep, I've nested.
She done worked me. Okay.
Yep, every day.
Every day.
We
Coach
sometimes
Drake.
2 a days sometimes. Put
So,
your
yeah.
ass to the grass. You feel me?
I think they got it.
Just in case you didn't. Oh, you want to say something about your bevy? You want to get a new bevy?
There's nothing else I would want.
There wasn't other mocktails that you were interested in? What about this chai tea joint? That didn't sound good?
No. So I'm gonna just roll with it. Nothing else sounded good.
Okay. You know what? We're trading places because yesterday when we watched The Accountant 2, we went to that old dusty ass Alamo again, bruh. But we got our food before the credits rolled at the end.
The standards are low.
The standards are low for us now because there's been so many mistakes and back to back to back. The last 3 times. But neither of our fries were hot. They came out just
Dusty boy.
dusty boy, cold, right? And by the time someone came over, you said something about it. By the time the new fries came out, man, I was already on my buffalo chicken sandwich.
I really enjoyed my harissa chicken sandwich. That was good.
Sounds very Cava. Is it just like because that's the only place I ever hear harissa?
Yeah. It was cava on a bun. Because we had cucumbers, pickled onions.
It's giving Mediterranean.
And I can get my cucumbers. Because, you know, when we split things. No.
I don't really jive with a cucumber or a mushroom. Those are really my only 2. Like, please don't put that on anything. A tomato, I can take that off. Like, fresh tomato, I can take that off of most things.
I need you to grow up.
I have grown up a lot. You know what I enjoy? Broccolini.
Okay. A little greenery.
Yeah, I like broccolini. I like spinach. She makes the best cream spinach I've ever had. No one can compare. I'll try it new places or go out to restaurants and try it. And I'm like, this ain't Jasmine's. You know the worst part about it? She don't know what she did.
Because I just get inspired and I'm like, oh, I got these ingredients in the fridge. I don't want this spinach to go to waste. So enjoy it. Enjoy every moment.
I really do because you never know if you will get the same cream spinach again.
Never.
King creams.
So what's on your mind today?
What's on my mind today? I'm feeling good. I had a good day. I went to the gym and I have been avoiding the gym specifically for the last few months. Like I've been heavy into cardio. I've, sometimes will walk 3 or 4 miles a day, or will bike, 4 times that, 3 times that. I don't do math very well, but that's really been my jam. But I've been avoiding like weight training.
Why?
Because I just don't like other people being in the gym when I'm in the gym, man. Like, there was even one thing I wanted to get on. You know how you have the like cloth thing on the bar, and like you pull yourself up by it, and then for whatever reason they set their yoga mats underneath every single weight that was right there, and it's like there's literally this other area.
It's a whole nother area with mirrors for that reason.
And I just didn't feel like arguing because I only gave myself 20 minutes to work out anyway because I had to get ready. But the thing that made me the most excited today, I got to train American Airlines on a camera. And so I got to go up to I would imagine it's their headquarters because they're based in Dallas. But I got to go up there, meet a few of their different video members. There's about 10 folks. And got to train them, hear about what they do and how they create trainings for the flight crew, how they create trainings for the maintenance staff. People have to have pictures to reference, like, oh, this is what underneath the jump seat looks like. This is where you should pull tabs. This is where you should do blah, blah, blah. And really hearing about how they use cameras and teaching them about the camera that they just purchased. And that felt really good. I like doing that. I like teaching. This one was a little bit of a struggle because everyone's at such different knowledge levels. Like, some people are using phones and other people are creating video projects and editing in video editing software, and they're much more technical as far as the things that they know, whereas other people are like, they ask the question like, all right, what button in this camera blurs the background? What menu feature is that? It's like, oh, baby.
That's a different starting point.
Yeah, like, no, that's not in the menu at all, unless you're talking about your variables, your aperture. Yeah. And then right after that, I went and I gave Heather's SD card back that we had from dinner this weekend. And ended up working. Just ended up, because I was back there and they were doing stuff and people were coming up to the counter. I didn't want to be useless.
Oh, and you already had your Canon stuff on.
Yeah, okay. I'm already wearing Canon.
I was thinking, well, why would you do that?
Because I love that.
Yeah, you do.
I was like, man, I love that. I miss that. Like, just that, like, customer interaction. Like, you're not necessarily, most people don't come at you like, well, what can you do for me? What am I getting out of this? Like some of the colleges or businesses that I work with. More sales role. Yeah, where it's like, well, we'll buy this brand, but what you gonna do for me, kind of thing. What you gonna do for the college? The people are just like happy to get some knowledge. They're happy to like demo the camera and be like, all right, I want one now. Like, there's nothing better than someone who didn't know what the hell you was talking about before you taught them certain features, and at the end they're like, so can I buy one from you? Or
it's converted then.
That feels good, man. That
remember that when you also get the questions, the dumb questions, where people are like, how come Canon doesn't do X, Y, and Z?
Bruh. Okay. I'm
just saying. Remember the balance. That's why you came out of that role.
Yeah.
That and the money, but you know.
Oh yeah. The money. The money. Yeah, absolutely. I would not go back to that for that pay ever.
But you got a little taste. It's nice. You know.
You know what I could do? I could manage a team that does that.
You would be a very good manager.
What makes you say that?
I think you're a good communicator. You meet people where they are. And I think you like a challenge. Managing people is definitely a challenge. Because you're like managing, let's say you're managing an event, then you're also like, what people need to be there, their temperaments and all this, how do you need to communicate to them and their way, like, you do that well.
I appreciate that. That's really kind of you. Maybe I'll hit up my old favorite boss and be like, hey man, you trying to retire? Because if you are, I'll take that spot.
Yeah, he's a good boss.
A great boss. Like, you ever had a boss turned friend? Like, And not we ain't necessarily kikiing because he don't usually text me more than an emoji and yup. But as like face to face, like oh man, it's like the way he lights up is cute. Like you ever like be like, oh, I love how you react to being around me. Like that feels good. I feel wanted. I feel valued to you. I feel like I was more than just an employee. Like I'm someone that you like because you don't have to talk to me. I'm not your employee.
Oh, you don't have to hang out with me no more.
We don't have to go to dinner. We don't have to go. One time I was working for an entirely different company. And in Vegas, we woke up at 5 in the morning and went out to the mountains and photographed in the desert.
He's a good guy.
Good guy.
So my manager is a little different. Well, I have two. Like I have a manager of practice, which is the medical director, and then I have an office manager. My office manager is a black woman, very dry to the point, and not everybody gets her. You know, so she used to manage a different office, and it was just like bumping heads. And so they put her somewhere else, and it's beautiful. Not to say it's perfect, but it's like you never have to wonder how she feels. You know, you never have to worry about her not communicating. She's gonna tell you directly what it is.
I like that.
I do too, but some people want the warm and fuzzies. You light up when I come in the room type of vibe. That's not her. Oh, she asked me this morning. No, she called me. We still pregnant? I was like, yes. All right, see you later. I mean, it was just.
Yeah. I think that there are very few Jeffs that come across people's work careers doing whatever. Where it's like, I'm still connected with someone who was my manager, you know, still sharing moments and all of those things. Or even like them. I feel like sometimes it'd be rare to even like the manager that you're under, either now or later. You know, I still have a nightmare about my manager from Journeys. So it's like, I feel like it comes in all these different shapes and sizes and different colors and hues. And that manager is still like, it worked for me.
Well, I'm appreciative of my current manager because of where I came from. Someone that overshared. So now when it's just super direct communication, if I need something, teens, quick, ain't no extra, I love it. And people that they don't know what they got. They don't know what's really out there.
Man, fact.
The streets are wild.
The streets are wild, and there's nothing like when you have a good work environment, doesn't it make you want to do more? Like not necessarily be this overachiever and check all these extra boxes, but it makes you want to show up. It makes you want to be like, if somebody needs something a little bit extra, you're not the first person to be like, that ain't my job, man. I ain't gonna do it. But you're like, you know what? I have a good team. I've got good management. Go ahead, I got it. Let me step in. I'll handle it, and it ain't no problem.
No, I agree. I think because I have a good team, and then the manager is like, okay. So for example, we have Google reviews, right? Just like any clinic, and so we got a bad Google review, and it was my patient. And the way she approached it wasn't like, okay, this is what happened. You know, this is what's going on. This is how you need to do better next time. She was like, what happened with the patient? And we all told her, and she was like, all right, sound like it was on them. And that was it. That was it.
That's all it ever has to be. Trust me. I'm really glad she put that trust in you.
Yeah.
And your version of events and being like, I'm not crazy.
Mm-mm. No. Now, I will say the one thing that really bothers me about office or team, whatever, is like, let's say I made a mistake. Come tell me I made a mistake. Don't send it out to the team as a general message. Like, just come, because everybody on the team know who did it.
Yeah. Come
to me. That's fine.
That grinds my gears.
That's the one thing that I'll be like, and I told her today, I was like, if it's any issue, you can feel free to come to me. You don't have to do that. It was like, all right. And I understand it might be a note for the whole team. Like, hey, just keep in mind this. But you also have to address the individual.
Yeah.
So glad I don't have to manage nobody no more.
You know what? There was one time where I'll give Jeff this right here for sure. There was a time where Jeff might like call out certain people in the entire team email. and it'd be like, such and such ain't turning their timesheet. You haven't done this sort of thing. You haven't submitted your photo assignment or whatever for the week. Get it in. And I did, and one of the one-on-ones was like, hey, don't do that. Like, that doesn't feel good. Like, for one, it doesn't feel good when my name is in there, because guess what? We're all human. Every single one of us have a moment where we're like, oh, okay,
I was traveling.
I was literally traveling. I'm not thinking to put in all of these details and information and all that. I'm going to back-to-back events, what have you. And sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're chilling. Sometimes it's your rest week, and you just, whatever it is, people make mistakes. Some people, they make that mistake all the time, and that's a whole other thing for you to handle as a manager. But it doesn't feel good to read a call out, and it doesn't feel good to be called out publicly like that. Message me. Hit me up on Teams or whatever. Send me a personal email that was like, hey, you're overdue. Or, hey, I just wanted to send you a reminder. Last couple times you've been a little bit late, so I just wanted to blah, blah, blah. You don't have to do that, but you also don't have to publicly call me out either.
What about a little group? Like, let's say it's 3 of y'all that wouldn't handle business. And all 3 of y'all be in one email?
For sure, because we all getting down on the same thing.
Okay.
But for everybody else, for people to start looking at you like, they don't be doing this and that. But and like you creating, it didn't actually, at least to my knowledge, create a riff of anyone. But
I see how it could create some tension.
Yeah.
All right, understood. I ain't gonna worry about that.
And neither do I. I just be trying to stay out the way of my manager. You know what? I just be doing what I need to do so that I can stay off people's radar. I try to be so good that you can't do too much. I'll say that.
Amen.
Ooh, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I thought about it. Tell me something that you're a stickler about. What are you a stickler about?
In what setting?
You pick it.
Okay, so this is just the first one that came to mind because we were talking about work. But I'm a stickler for mental health screenings.
For the employees?
No, for the patients.
So,
not every clinician does this, but I screen you every time. You're going to answer 2 quick questions. If those come back positive, then we answer 9. But every visit, I'm checking up on you. And so sometimes, let's say we get busy, that gets missed. Go back and ask those. That's what I'm a stickler about. I've caught 2 people today with some severe depression. So I'm like, okay, yes, they're here for an OB visit, but we need to check on the mental health.
Like, don't miss this.
Don't miss this. I feel like I can miss a screening. Miss a lab or miss education on something, but I'm like, no, every visit we need to check on this.
I dig that.
What do you think I'm a stickler about?
What do I think you're a stickler about?
Yeah.
You know what? Just because this was a conversation with us earlier, I think that you're a stickler about respect between people, whether we're peer to peer, age group to age group, or you're an elder. You're not just going to let somebody talk to you any type of way. You're a stickler about, like, let's either we're going to remain respectful or I'm going to meet you how you come at me.
That came in my 30s.
Good for you.
I'm just saying, like, that wasn't always there. My mom was very passive. And, like, that is what you do as a Christian. Be very passive, forgiving, turn the other cheek type of vibe. Now I'm like, I'm not about to get with you, auntie, but I'm about to let you know I'm sharing, and what I'm sharing I'm okay with. I didn't ask for advice.
That part. Hey, that could be anybody. That could be friend groups too. I'm the first person to mess that up because I be wanting to give advice. So I've had to learn through you actually how to be a better friend and just listen. I'm a great listener in a lot of settings, but if I hear a problem, I be thinking of a solution. I be wanting to fix it for you because I love you. Either it's you or my friends or my family. I'm immediately thinking like, okay, well, I'm outside of your situation. I'm looking at it from here. You can do this and this and this. I tell them this, I do that. And then a lot of my family members still come to me for that, for those solutions. So it's hard to take my mind out of this solutions driven fix and just hear you.
Yeah. I feel like you've done better. I could tell.
Thank you. Put in my effort.
And I think for me, that comes with formal training. So I interact with people all day. And it's like maybe in your role as an educator, you know, like
I see exactly where you're going with that.
Yeah, you're there to fix. You're there to solve the problem. With me, if you come in and you have a problem, this is what I've been actively practicing. It's not, oh, I know what that is. That's very common, you know, for me, because I'm the one with the knowledge. But I was just like, okay, you're having headaches. What do you think is causing the headaches?
You're letting other people come to their own conclusions, kind of asking for that.
Well, some people say, you know, they get headaches as they are coming off a caffeine withdrawal. They're trying to be a good mom and decrease their caffeine. Some people, it's because they're not drinking enough water. What do you think? Any of that resonate with you?
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good questions.
This is practice.
Yeah. I didn't even draw that parallel the way you did of like, that's literally my job is to fix things. My job is literally solutions, and I'm rewarded for how fast I can come up with them so that I can get to the next person and provide them solutions.
Yeah. Gotta turn it off.
So, what am I a stickler about? I am a stickler about customer service. You ain't finna treat me any type of way. Or my lady. Or my friends or my family. Like, I'm spending my money. That's why the whole Alamo thing has really pissed me off. Really, in Tyler Elliott's like really cheesed me off. Like I am such a stickler about customer service that to someone who doesn't know me and maybe you have a first interaction with me, you would think I'm insane.
Are you?
I'm not. I just care about it in a way that people are willing to let it go. Like, that's why I'm like, you want to tell them you want something else? You want to tell them that? Sometimes for me, it's like, I'm not even expecting you to give this to me for free. I'll pay for something that I like. You know, you order something on a menu. Oh, we can't sub that out. You make it though, don't you? I don't even want you to sub it out. I just want to add that because that's what I want. So just that customer service of, okay, I will charge you for that.
It's communication.
But you can have it. It's communication. It's customer service. Don't have me sitting here waiting 15 minutes
Oh, you better greet me.
Whatever. Like, greet me or I will get the f*** up. You think you're the last restaurant on earth? You think you're the last coffee shop?
You have to look them in their eyes and say that.
For anybody. You think you're the last business on earth? And not just me, like that people don't have choices to go and spend their money somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like, don't be so full of yourself to think that or believe that. Yeah, that means a lot to me. My job is literally customer service. It's finding solutions. It's caring about people. It's what do you need? I'll go the extra step for you. You know, I've told you this crazy customer service. Like, I really went to the nth degree, and I'll try to sum it up quickly. I worked at Best Buy in college. I used to work in digital imaging, so that's like computers, printers, cameras, memory cards, you know, action cameras, all that, right? And I had a gentleman that came in a couple times looking at a printer, and I helped him make a choice of which printer he went home with. He came back in, he was like, Nicky, I can't figure out how to get this started. I've tried, I've watched YouTube videos, you know, older gentleman. I just can't get it. He even wanted to tip me. And at Best Buy, you can't accept tips in the building. So I said, I'll meet you in the car. I'll put this joint in your car. But he said, hey, do you think that you can come over and help me figure this out? Because I cannot get it myself. And I've had it too long at this point. I'm past the return period, trying to figure out how to fix it. Can you help me fix it? And I thought about it. And I think maybe at the time, I'm 21, maybe 22. And I was like, if you pay me, I'll set a price. I'll come out there and do it. He said, done. Send me the address. I'll be there after work.
He could have been a serial killer.
Could have been, but I'm here to tell a story. But I went over there. I went upstairs. His wife was there. His wife was making dinner when I arrived. He's making dinner. He was like, "Let me show you my home office. I unplugged my old computer. Here's my stuff. See if you can figure it out." I couldn't figure it out. I don't know what it was. And at that time, I'm not a technician.
You went on Geek Squad.
I'm not Geek Squad. I just sling these Epson printers out the door. Like, I didn't know really what I was doing, but I am technical enough to try to
problem solver.
I'm a problem solver. I always have been. That's why I'm really good at what I do. And I tried to fix it, but I just came to the same wall every single time of something that either his operating system wouldn't let me do, or the printer wasn't optimized to work well. It wouldn't communicate. It wouldn't work. And I said, "I'm sorry to disappoint you. I cannot fix it. Here's your cash back." He said, "Don't worry about it. That's for you.
About it, sweetheart.
You came out and did this after work. You took your time. That's your money. You want to come have dinner downstairs?" And I ate dinner with them folks. And we talked for about an hour, hour and a half. And I told my friend at the time, "If you don't hear from me in 3 hours, I'm dead. Call the police."
Like an appointment, like a dick appointment.
Basically, it was like a dick appointment. I ain't getting no dick, but I did get some money. I wouldn't seek it. I wouldn't seek it.
Okay. Well, this reminds me of a podcast that we listened to this week, in which I couldn't find it, but it's
you know what it's called?
No.
Eggs and Grits.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
But he's talking about like customer service, establishment, but more specifically in the Black community, and how we want to patronize Black businesses, but they have to have good customer service. Like, I'm still going to spend my money, but don't feel like I have to or I'm obligated, because I could leave and go somewhere else. I would like to spend my coin here, but I don't have to. So that type of stuff, I'm like, no matter if it's younger staff members, or if it's a Black-owned business or woman-owned business, like, a business is a business, so you need to keep it 100.
If your door is open, you need to be putting that effort in. That's how I feel. If you need to go back to the drawing board, or you need to work behind somebody else's bar or in somebody else's kitchen till you figure it out, board these motherfuckers up and go do that.
Or do a smaller thing. Maybe it's not time for a brick and mortar. Maybe it's time for a little internet. You keep your IG real cute. But I do think social media has gotten to where, like, everybody needs to be an entrepreneur. Everybody can do it. Like, baby, I love to clock in and clock out.
Is it social media, or is it capitalism that will have you believe, like, I literally cannot survive on one check? I need to create a side hustle.
No, I think it's social media and the extent in which people do it. Like, oh, this person got, this, they own business, they doing this and this. It's like, but do you want that? Or are you just chasing, like, oh, I got it?
You're forcing it, kind of
You're
thing.
forcing it, where it's like, no, like you said, maybe you just need to work somewhere. Because you don't have good business practices. You're not good with your money. You're not good with your personal. How you gonna be good with business? Just things like that.
You're not even good with people. Some of these people, and you know what? Culturally, I will let this slide, because the meaner the staff at a Jamaican restaurant, the better the fucking
I did think about that during the podcast. I was like, okay, wait. Now, certain places I just know.
But, like, other than that, I'm not walking in inconveniencing you with my money.
And you want it now. Yeah.
JG Whitworth. Like, yeah, I've definitely gone in some places where it's like, how can I help you? I've literally heard at a McDonald's drive-thru, what you want?
We're in Memphis.
You know it would have had a little more twang on it than that. Yeah, man, customer service is everything, because you know what? Everybody's representing something all the time. Whether you are at the drive-thru and you're representing McDonald's, you're also representing yourself. And the very unfortunate burden that we have as people of color, Black or otherwise, is that we're often the representation of our entire race. And it is so unfair, isn't it?
I find that interesting because I work with, Dallas is full of different types of Spanish, Latin cultures, different countries, different languages. So I think I have a little bit of everybody on my team when it comes to, like, oh, they're from, like, Central America, or they're from Mexico, or they're from this. And so it's the same thing on, like, customer service or talking with someone or expectations from a certain diaspora. You know, like just it's so interesting to watch that it's not just black people. Because I feel like we get a bad rap. A bad rap. I'm like, no, it's happening in other places too.
It is. But there's a lens on us culturally. And then, of course, this is the only experience we've ever lived.
Right.
So, speaking of customer service, I'd like another, but
I mean, he was coming out here clearing tables. Maybe he didn't want to interrupt.
but that's my thing. I literally started, but like you're not.
So it's communication. All
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Like,
What you been
anyway.
listening to lately?
Music wise, Destin. Been listening to Destin.
You gave it another.
Yeah,
spin?
yeah. Not all the way through, but I've been listening to Destin, and I still enjoy him. I enjoy that album. Delusional is my favorite track off the entire album, and then the next one would be Last Time with Destin and Tizo Touchdown. That'll be my second favorite.
You don't like a Lil Nas X?
I mean, I couldn't really tell you what that song is even about. Like, I haven't heard it that many times, but Destin released Delusional before the album and Last Time before the album. And I didn't even listen to Last Time before the album was released, but I did listen to Delusional, so that's why that's number one for me. Because I don't have an experience
Not
like
you have
that.
to do the flip tap, Unc.
I don't have an experience like that, but I think it's so interesting to hear when someone puts so much of their life into their music, because he said this is a real story, and it's basically like, man, I'm out here trying to freak on somebody, man. And not that that's, unfortunately, for some of the hoes out here, it's not like that is far-fetched or too far gone in other people's imagination.
But that's not the life you currently live,
That's
correct?
not the life that I live. It's not
Okay.
the life that I aspire to.
All right.
So to hear about someone else's experience, and you was like, what? You was going to do it anyway?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think for the same reason I like his track with Lil Nas X, because you don't get many songs about gay men and their experience. So I was like, ooh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so happy for y'all, but I'm happy I'm like, oh, is this what this was?
I love that men are living free in their sexuality.
Do it.
I love to see it more and more. I love when I get a chance to see men holding hands. That does something for me. Like, because it's just like, ooh. I have lived in a phase of my life where I was scared for public affection.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be seen some other way. I didn't want somebody to, follow me home, hurt me, hurt a partner of mine. And now I feel like I can either take you or I'm bringing out the pew pew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't live in that fear. But I'm not a black gay man. I'm not a white gay man. I'm not an other gay male or a trans person out in the world with so many people's opinions. I feel like, hell, at some points it's even been cool to be a lesbian or be bisexual.
In the city?
Right. I'd be it, man. Before you, I was dodging bisexuals like crazy. Not a flex.
That's
How that sounded, like, after I said it, but it's like, I have no problem with you live your life how you want. I'm allowed to have my own preferences, but I'm not a plaything. I'm not a toy. I'm not an experiment. I am a person. I don't want to be your first. I'm not a secret. I want you to be whole in yourself and ready to show me off to your family, to your friends. I don't want to be in that closet again for nobody.
Heard.
That was important with me, dating you. You had not had a lot of female lovers before me.
And definitely not out.
Yeah. So I'm like, are you ready for this?
It was ready. I just had to have the right person. Like, I'm not about to blow up my whole spot for something I'm not sure about. And if you're listening, I mean, that's the truth. But it just is what it is. It had to be something worthy. I'm going to take you home with my mama and introduce you like this is the interest.
Yeah. We even talked about your mom yesterday. And, like, it took her a while she always treated me with love and respect. Always. Always welcome. But it wasn't just like, come here, baby, give me a hug. We whatever. We going out like that. It took a while for the love to grow in that sort of way, just due to religious conflict. And I get it.
She loved you and didn't come to the wedding. And we just had this mutual respect.
Yep.
But she loved her some Nicky. Nicky!
For sure. Call me for something if it's picking something up, or I could call her for. I'd be in some random store in nowhere America. Meaning, where would rice-a-roni be?
Okay.
Where would the Kraft mac and cheese be? Oh, go check in the aisle that's near. Like
She was a mother.
like I could always call her. She knew she could always call me. Something she had told me was, take care of my baby. That's my only baby, Nicky. Yep.
And you have.
And I have and always will.
I have no doubt.
Take care of that baby too.
Yeah. Come on, baby. Tonight.
Come on, baby. what you finna write a love song?
Yeah.
Come on, baby, tonight.
Okay.
Uncle Charlie finna be on that one.
My mama's favorite. I'm just saying.
Chef's
Sounds
kiss.
good to me.
Sounds good.
Love
to
her some
me.
Uncle Charlie and some Bruno Mars.
Dude. Oh man, she loves some Bruno Mars down, man. She loved that. So shout out for sure to Mimi. Shout out to any family member that is not going to get to witness in person this beautiful joy that we're about to bring into the world. But guess what? I am fully of the mind of you knew they were coming.
Yeah.
Everything was specially sent our way.
According to Mimi, this is a girl. So
I
we
think
shall
it's a
see.
girl. I think it's a girl. You think it's a boy. You can live in your delusions.
I'm going to be happy regardless.
Same.
But when I think about a girl mom, I think of like this girly girl, like. And sometimes, especially in the winter, I go soft stud on it.
You do.
So I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna be. But Miss Mary, who does my hair, because I had on blue that day, and she's like, I said, don't you see me channeling all this boy energy with all this blue? And she was like, girl, it's like blue too. And I was like, oh, show you right. I'll show you right.
Genders don't know colors. They don't know that. Ooh, let's close it with this, because we're gonna put some magic, some mojo on this, and before the next time we record, this baby will be here. But you tell me what sort of parent you think I'm gonna be like, and I'll tell you what sort of parent I think you're gonna be like in the first 90 days.
In the first 90 days?
First 90 days. We'll be specific.
Even though there's nothing wrong with spoiling a child, I definitely think Bob is gonna spoil the child. Okay, I think it's like you're gonna cry and you're gonna be like cheesing from ear to ear, and you're gonna always check on the baby, make sure it's good. That's the in the first 90 days. That's it right there. I think we planned as much as possible. Like, I'm a morning person, you're a night person. We're gonna do this and that. I'm like, no. Baby ain't never leaving your sight. Like, baby up, I'm up. That type of vibe, I think, in the first 90 days. And I have to be okay with that. Like, maybe I don't change the diaper the same way, but the baby clean. Shut up, Jasmine. Like this. And I think that you'll have moments of frustration because you've never done this before. And sometimes it's troublesome to you to be a novice.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I could say in the first 90 days, you will be a novice. You will also grow frustrated. But I do think that you're going to be much more of a natural than you give yourself credit for. You'll just step in, and some of this I just know how to do this. Not necessarily because you're like formally trained and this is what you do and these are the steps for advancement for a child. This is what I'm on. You have that knowledge, but you'll be in that role. And that's much different than reading from a book as you've experienced in this whole pregnancy.
Yeah.
But I think that you'll be able to step in and just like have this intuition about what to do, and you'll figure it out really quickly. That you'll find a flow, you'll find routine because you enjoy routine. You enjoy your task, you'll find the things that you do well, I'll find the things that I do well, and we will partner in the best way that we can on that. I think that I think the coming down of emotions and hormones will be an interesting ride, and that I'm gonna just strap in.
You still like me.
I still
I've been on
love you.
hormones for like 2 years now.
Yeah. I'm so curious the person you'll be without either synthetic hormones or pregnancy hormones.
Me too. I hope that I'm a lot nicer, a lot more patient. Yeah.
I haven't had too many times where I'm like, damn, oh my God. Just a couple. But it hasn't been as bad as I prepared myself for. Like,
I have to cry because it makes me feel so good.
really?
Yes, it's hard. Like, even in those moments where, let's say I had 5 moments, right? You don't know how many moments that I've had to talk myself down from, or that I like, no matter how much I've worked on my delivery, it still don't come out right, or it's still like, something like that. So to hear it's not as bad as you thought.
Nah. Just sometimes it's your perception of a moment or the perception of the hurt that I've caused, and I'd be like, okay, I can't take that experience away from you. You're upset about it. I'm sorry. And in my mind, I'm like, this is a molehill that she has made a mountain out of hormonally, and I'm gonna let you have that. Like, okay, I still want to listen to you. I don't want to write you off. I don't want to just be like, that's the hormones. You ain't gonna tell me shit. Like, I'm not gonna do that, and nor am I gonna make you feel bad for this natural reaction that your body is having to what's going on.
Yeah.
I just always try to pull you back and remind you, like, I have good intention. I love you very much.
We're on the same team.
We're on the same team. And I have a feeling we'll be saying that a lot.
Yeah.
Because you'll discover that, like you said, the way you do a diaper ain't the way I do a diaper. And you can show me how you do a diaper, and I can see that, and maybe that works for me, or maybe I can't quite get that. But, like, just give me the chance to grow. Give me the chance to do something on my own. Let the baby cry it out with me. But you got the milkies, and I don't have the milkies. So, like, I need to learn how to soothe the baby too, and be a parent too, because for most of this experience, like that first year, that baby don't need me physically to survive, but I want to be there. So I hope you let me be there.
I'm gonna do my best, and you can remind me.
Let me be there.
Fair. All
I
right.
love you. I'm excited to do this.
Let's do it.
It feels like Christmas is coming. I'm a little kid. Like, I'm so excited about it. Are you?
Yeah, I'm very. And it makes me happy that I have a partner that's excited about it. I've been seeing a lot of motherfuckers out here that ain't excited.
At all. At all.
So
I can't wait till our first, drink that we can have on a patio with the baby and the...
you,
Say less.
I'm ready.
I know.
I got a list of places I'm trying to go.
I'll have the paper plane on deck.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's
I
what?
was gonna put it in the bottle. Oh,
Okay, signed, sealed, delivered, eh?
I'm yours.
Well, this has been a cocktail conversation. If you have enjoyed a cocktail or a mocktail with us tonight, I hope you do so safely, and I hope you enjoyed the show. All right, y'all. Hopefully next time we see you.
Give me a baby.
See y'all next time.